Where am I? The rocking chair is filled with the scent of low-quality leather. Ugh, that sucks. My head spins. My body is still struggling against the neurotoxin. Low-quality leather is the worst for car seats. Blurry and distant memories return to me in fragments. I was a new hunter when tragedy struck and took away people who were important to me. I traveled to the Arctic, searching for the truth, and discovered an incredible power source that rested in my heart, the ether core. Using the information left behind by Grandma, I concluded that what happened to me is related to Onykinus, a well-known organization in the N109 zone. They want the ether core in my heart. So I decided to enter the N109 zone to get closer to Onykinus in an attempt to find answers. It doesn't matter if they're about the ether core in my heart or that incident. Everything is going according to plan. I brought the most valuable bait, the ether core, deep into the abyss that is the N109 zone. Whoever takes this bait, will this person be the one I'm looking for?
I took a big risk to snatch prey from the nest. The reward needs to be better than that. You sure this is right? I've driven down the same road 3
inhibitor should
times
have
and I'm
taken
not getting
effect by now.
anywhere.
I'll wait a little longer.
First time being kidnapped?
Huh, just my luck. Car broke down all the way out here. Not a soul to be seen. Just an abandoned yard. Hurry up and send someone over. You're awake. Guess you're a tough gal, but I'm warning you. Don't try any tricks on me, you hear?
So you're just a middleman. You working for people from the N109 zone?
Shut up. Let me inspect the goods before I hand you over. Where did you hide the ether core?
Kidnapping Onykinus' prey without letting us know. That's not exactly polite.
Who's there?
Onykinus.
She's ours, by the way. We called dibs a long time ago.
That was fast.
I'm really curious. She's brave enough to drink from a black glass.
What will she do when backed into a corner?
You're pretty bold for releasing information about the ether core in the nest like that.
Explains why Boss is interested.
I see. Sylus sent you. But the ether core is mine.
This is like already way more chaotic than the opening of Deepspace. Standing right there like the Godfather he is. The man of the hour is here.
Take out the vermin that are still running amok.
Yes, sir.
So, he's the head of Onykinus.
If this information is leaked, you might become Onykinus' next target.
You're also here for the core, right?
Even if you wanted to sell your soul, you still have to find someone who can pay the price.
This voice, I've heard it somewhere before.
Look at me.
You
Possess him. Devour him. Do that, and you'll gain the power you always dreamed of.
His power.
It's yours for the taking. Just kill him.
I can't look into his eye.
Is this how you greet a new friend? I guess you don't remember anything. Allow me to jog your memory. From your past to your future, to even all the crimes you'll inevitably commit. After all, you and I, we're the same, true kindred spirits.
You good, dear?
3 days, but we're still unable to achieve even a simple resonance. How disappointing.
What do you want?
Oh, so that's how the whole sitting on people thing
You went
started.
through all that trouble to enter the N109 zone. I must fulfill my duty as your host.
I feel like a Victorian man seeing a lady's ankles for the first time was that scene.
Stop!
Devour him. He's yours. He is right there before your very eyes.
Voices again.
It's a shame your evil has deteriorated into its current state.
Crocodile tears. My family's deaths. You're behind them, right?
Family. The people closest to you might be the ones who want to kill you the most.
Shut up!
Kill him.
Right now?
He's right there. I want to kill my siblings
I just
sometimes.
wanna
but it's
kill
so
you
Your
hard.
myself.
evil will help you in a fight against me. Your courage is admirable. You're lucky I don't like picking on the weak, kitten.
What are you doing?
Didn't you want to take my life, or do your words just ring hollow?
Kill him. Kill him. Kill.
A bit early on the first date, but alright. Let's pick up the gun.
You think I won't do it?
Now, that's much better. Though you do owe me a curtain call grander than death itself. Why are you trembling? Has your resolve already begun to falter? You weren't just bluffing, were you?
Of course not. It's just...
Want some help? Yes, no, maybe so.
No.
With all senses gone, only the abdominal cavity spasms and contracts. It was as if the body had a hole. Water, food, or something else. Anything to fill this emptiness would be good. Devour him. It's your power. In pitch black darkness, eerie whispers flood my mind once more. They bubble only to suddenly stop, leaving cold air to gnaw at my memory. My head hurts.
She won't be sleeping forever, right? She's been unconscious for 1 day. We need to wake her up.
Easy. Just open up the back of her head, drill a hole in her neck, and...
Really? A lobotomy? Waking up from a hazy nightmare, I open my eyes. I can still feel the numbness from the gun's recoil in my hand. When I make eye contact with them, the pupils of two young men who look alike instantly contract. They quickly hide their jewels and darts up their sleeves. Wait, they were serious? The air freezes for a moment. I sit up. You two.
You're seeing things. I'm the only one here. There is no two.
I collect myself and look around. The room, old and empty, is dark. A black-grey cotton blanket hangs off the bed frame. Returning my attention to the young man, I point at his look-alike standing behind him. Then who's that?
My soul can leave. My body!
How would that work? Behind him, the young man lurking in the shadows immediately sticks out his hands in front of his chest, rolls his eyes, and starts shaking.
Are you stunned? Shocked? Boring.
Hi. Before you left Boss's parlor, well, we already met. 4 days ago, to be exact.
We didn't just save you from that ungrateful traitor. We also brought you back to Onikainus' base.
Yes, I'm in the heart of where I want to be. So you want me to thank you? Well, thank you? As my limbs slowly regain their strength, I quickly assess the current situation in my mind. I've been locked in a secret room with no light for 3 days. Oh jeez. And during the times I was conscious for a few moments, I would catch a glimpse of Sylus. The twins are obviously sent by Sylus to keep me monitored. Well, I was mentally prepared for this. Finding myself in a direct confrontation with Onikainus was beyond my expectations. I just didn't expect Onikainus' leader to be such an unreasonable monster.
Are you crazy?
Yes.
You wanted to take my life, and so you've taken it.
Next one will be even more crazier.
Now what? Have you already figured out how you'll pay me back?
No, you can't die yet.
Why? Are you worried about me? Save that for the day you actually succeed in killing me.
You absolute bastard. Forcing me to resonate with him, then tricking me into thinking I've killed him. He's insane. Yeah, girl, tell me about it. I wonder if he's keeping me in another location right now, or maybe he got bored. Even so, the Isa Core's other half is in Onikainus' hands. Being trapped here puts me in a vulnerable position. I need to leave and gather information.
We know what you're thinking. But after being hunted down in the nest, do you know how many people are out there looking for you?
And even if you escape, you'll only get lost in the chaos of this no man's land.
Oh, so I'm popular, I see.
Wanderers will eat you up. They also won't leave behind any crumbs, so...
Stay here with our boss.
No, thank you.
Throw away all morality and compassion, and this place will be a paradise.
By the way, who's older? You two are basically identical twins.
Take a guess.
Could you come closer so I can get a better look? Maybe it's because my voice sounded so sincere that his lips curled. He saunters over without even a hint of suspicion. When he's within reach, I pull out a laser pointer and hold it against his neck so I can threaten him.
Hey, what are you doing?
Have you heard of the XT-7? The Hunters Association's latest weapon. Whether out of recklessness or carelessness, Onikainus didn't search my body. It's a high-powered laser that can penetrate your skin and vaporize your blood. The good news is that it's quick and painless. The bad news is that you'll be losing a lot of blood from your neck. Are you squeamish? Kieran falls silent for a moment, then presses the door handle and moves aside. To my surprise, the door opens just like that.
Why are you staring at me? Did I say you weren't allowed to leave?
No, but you did imply it. We're in the hallway now.
Okay, just go straight down the hall and you'll see the exit.
I let go of Luke. Still afraid, he rubs his neck and heads over to Kieran's side. But I notice his gaze is full of curiosity and desire for the laser pointer in my hand. Do you want it? Here. Not expecting me to be this generous, Luke reaches for it. He's surprised.
Really? That's very nice of you to just give away a hunter's secret weapon.
It's a laser pointer. Oh, she was bluffing the entire time.
You...
I flash my own playful smile right back at him. Did I ever say it was the XT-7? As the two of them get further and further away with each step I take, I can still hear their whispers behind me.
How far do you think she'll get? 30 meters?
I bet not even 10 steps.
Rude.
I'll say 5 then.
Oh my gosh. With Luke and Karen gone, I take out my hunter's watch. Unsurprisingly, there's no signal. The corridor before me is completely dark, like a deep, endless tunnel. Oh no, there's no Wi-Fi. That's one of the downsides of living here. Well, I didn't expect them to be kind enough to show me the way out. Leaving that room could already be considered progress. There are several small crystal vases on the shelf by the wall. The drooping flowers in them have already withered. The owner probably hasn't been home in a long time. On the other side is a black bird. It's perched on a marble pillar that's half as tall as a human. Its middle wings are tucked in. A crow. Its eyes appear to be made out of rubies. They glow with a lustrous yet haunting hue in the darkness. Its eyes suddenly move, fixing its gaze on me without blinking. It's alive? As I prepare myself to take a closer look, it suddenly spreads its wings and flies towards me. Robot bird. Its razor-sharp feathers barely miss the top of my head as it passes through a narrow gap of an open door. To pass through the corridor, I'll have to go there. I hesitate for a moment, then follow the crow. Melodious classical music seeps out from behind the door, making the corridor even more peaceful. A relaxed male voice rings out amidst the graceful song. It's like I'm hearing a monologue behind a curtain.
It's going to implant protocols to human hearts, and also implant human consciousness into wanderers.
Wait, is that my heart as well?
Their little project has a name. The Fountain of Ete.
You should know I'm not interested in other people's business.
But doesn't the protagonist also have heart sub-protocol fragments in her heart? Is she part of it?
And Mephisto said you lied. You're not even telling me everything. It's a shame. You threw away your last chance.
Sylus? Never mind. I need to escape first.
No, please, forgive me. You can still use me as a tool.
Our deal is over. No. If you'll excuse me, I have to entertain a more important guest.
You can still use me as a tool? I've never thought I'd actually hear that. The pleading voice stops abruptly, like a balloon that leaves nothing behind after it explodes from being filled with too much air. The room falls silent for a moment. The music suddenly stops before transitioning into a more gentle song played by string instruments.
Aren't you going to come in?
I knew they were up to no good. Everything's so fancy. Everything is beautiful, from the clean white tablecloths to the silverware sparkling under the light, to even the ice bucket with the bottles of red wine. Oh yes, there is an ice bucket there. The gory scene I envisioned didn't appear. Inside this calm room, the other's voice's owner had vanished without a trace. This feeling again. I'm hungry all of a sudden. Why? I mean, did they starve you for 3 days? I wouldn't be surprised. Sylus picks up the decanter beside me, walks to my side, and pours me a glass of wine. Behind me, the shadows press down, their invisible pressure suffocating. I hold onto the chair with one hand to steady myself and grab the knife on the table with the other. I'd probably trip so much because of my bad eyesight in this room. There's not a lot of light.
This will be useful for defending yourself in the N109 zone.
Sylus coldly chuckles as he places a familiar gun on the table. Is that mine? Wait, no, that's the one I used to kill him. Are you mocking me?
I'm giving you a way out. Since you can't escape, why don't we make a deal?
Glaring at him, I drink the wine to taunt him. Onakainis' modus operandi is buying and selling by force. Too bad, I'm not interested. The ice-cold liquid slides down my throat, and soon I feel a burning pain in my stomach. The wine is stronger than I thought. Hope you don't get drunk like that. I still can't help but chug one glass after another. Hungry and thirsty, it's as if I'm trying to numb myself with this sensation.
As long as you have desires, there will always be deals to make.
That's how consumerism works, yes. With his crimson eyes full of malice, Sylus flashes a hint of a smile. His tall figure blocks out some of the light, and I can see his right eye starting to glow red. This means he's using some kind of power. Then I'd be in a daze and experience auditory hallucinations.
So many days have come and gone. You should know your own desires by now.
Confusion, restlessness, this insatiable emptiness. It's a black hole trying to swallow everything.
Only I can give you what you want.
Uh-huh.
And you will agree to my terms.
I can't allow myself to be controlled by this person again. I force myself to stand up, spurred on by the alcohol I drank. What terms? You just want me to resonate with you. You know what? Fine. I'll accept this deal. I resonate with you, and you give me the Isa core from Onakainis' auction. As I say this, I grab Sylus' hand. His fingers are long and his palm is cold. Even touching his hand faintly brings forth a sense of dread.
Release me. You can't do that just yet.
Don't move. Mama didn't raise a quitter, she raised a menace. I look up at him, trying to use my remaining sobriety to find a hint of emotion, anything on his face. For a moment, a complex, incomprehensible struggle appears in his gaze. What could be the source of that? Oh, I missed that expression. I need to look at my recording later. Where does the power in his right eye come from? Why does it feel so familiar to me? Is it related to the Isa core? Time passes ever so slowly, and just like these past few days, nothing happens. Why is it? Murmuring to myself, I refuse to give up. I grab his hand and hold it like I'm squeezing a pump. The invisible pressure becomes stronger and stronger. The influence of alcohol gradually subsides, and I realize I made a very dangerous move. I awkwardly straighten my posture and quietly try to pull back my hand, yet he grips it more tightly.
Maybe I've been too nice to you.
My fingers were firmly clasped. I couldn't move them at all. Hey, let go! Even if you keep holding on to me like this, I can't resonate with you. It's not something I can just do on a whim.
After all that arrogance, it seems like you can't even control your own evil.
At the very least, it doesn't want to be activated in front of you. Sylus stares at our interlocked hands blankly for a long time, and finally he slowly lets go. I rub my wrist as I take a few steps back. My breathing and heartbeat gradually return to normal. We were at a standstill. Then, with a thoughtful expression, he leans back in his chair and looks at me.
Just as I thought. You're too weak.
Where does he get all this confidence from to make such a conclusion? Is everyone in the N109 zone weird? Sylus pinches the area between his brow, then wraps his knuckles on the table.
Eat as much as you want.
Yay. He says those words like he's giving out an order that won't be questioned. Oh, okay, not yay. What are you? The word insane is on the tip of my tongue, but I force myself to stop talking. I turn to look at the long, seemingly endless table behind me. It's like a full-on 5-course buffet. It's filled with countless exquisite dishes, the lavishness also almost dizzying. Oh, but if you starve and then you eat like a lot of food, it's not good for your house. So
I'll give you 10 minutes. After you're done, come find me outside the base's entrance.
Oh, come on, 10
Better
minutes.
hope our deal is successful. Otherwise, consider this your last meal.
Do you need a reminder? It's been 15 minutes. You're not already regretting it, right? If you wait 5 more minutes, you won't regret it. I don't have a habit of going back on my word, but I also don't want to use my patience on waiting for someone. In 5 minutes, finish your meal or else there won't be another. The signal's bad, let's catch up later, and these ticks are playing hard to get. Also, how come my phone is acting weird? How come you can only send ticks in the 109 zone? You still have energy to worry about that? Looks like you're full. Don't forget our deal. Go downstairs, Dak. Okay.
I must have been really drunk to make a deal with this monster.
Hey, I'm glad you're just still standing. I'd fall down after drinking.
Are we going to experience the sights and sounds of the N109 zone?
Do you have 9 lives? Curiosity killed the cat.
Then I shouldn't go.
You like to bargain, don't you? But you're not yet qualified.
Are there no speed limits in the N109 zone? I still don't know where the auction will take place.
If you want to stay out of trouble, behave yourself inside.
But she's
And
already
if
in
I
trouble.
refuse? It hurts!
You'll hurt even more.
Hang on, is this that cutscene where...
Who is it? If you want to order something, bring your own protocol. I won't accept anything that isn't high
Oh, yep,
grade.
there it is. Chair grab.
Mr. Sylus, you don't usually do surprise visits.
I got you a guinea pig. It's time for your evol linkage alteration project to have a living test subject.
Wait. You wanna alter me? You bastard.
In that case, let me take a look first.
Alright then, into the Chair of Doom.
Sir, you're not actually going to alter me, right? I'm just a normal evolver.
Trying to bargain with me is pointless. No one can change
Wait,
Silas's
does he
mind.
have a bionic hand? Oh my gosh.
You have the resonance evil?
Did they do anything while I was gone?
Nothing too dramatic, just 2 explosions. One in the northern suburbs and one in the Bloomshore district.
Bloomshore District. This is related to Grandma.
They just made a bunch of shoddy products. I overestimated them.
And after doing those shameless things and making a mess, then they want you to be their scapegoat.
What are you talking about? Someone else made those 2 explosions happen?
Oh dear, you look disappointed. Instead of searching for the truth, you'd rather swallow a lie that makes you feel better.
I mean, yeah, you're the perfect person to hate.
I'm afraid she's not a suitable recipient. Her evol linkage is completely normal. Only the strength's been suppressed.
Did someone put in a suppressor?
I don't think it's physical.
It's not my fault. I can resonate just fine with others.
And that thing I asked you to alter, how's that?
It was difficult, but the maximum energy burst value has been increased tenfold.
That's the little thing?
Are you really going to use it?
It's like with atom bombs. They called it a little fat boy.
She's oppressed, right? She just needs a little stimulation then. Alter her energy linkage now. Make it as strong as possible.
This isn't what we agreed to.
Relax. You can handle it.
Mr. Sylus, I think there's another reason why she can't resonate. You see, her evol is special. It utilizes the waves generated by the human brain's magnetic field. Maybe her brain's magnetic field produces repulsive waves against you. That's why she can't resonate with you.
Get to the point.
To make a long story short, on a subconscious level, she's either rejecting you, scared of you, or, disgusted by you.
Oh, this is kind of like Freerun's magic system, where it's shaped by belief.
Even if she undergoes alteration, you won't be able to resonate with her so long as she's still hostile toward you. And Mr. Sylus, if the alteration fails, she will be completely ruined. We need to address the cause first.
Which means there's something wrong with her.
You let go of me!
By the way, I have an evol stabilizer in the storage cabinet. I'll make her use it.
Perhaps worried that his inventions would get caught in the crossfire, he quickly takes me to a room on the second floor.
Right now, you need to stay calm, miss.
He bends down and pulls out a dusty electronic device from underneath the cabinet.
The N109 zone is a chaotic place, and you have a part of an ether core. Accompanying him is the safest option.
You know I'm carrying an ether core? A burst of red light appears and scans my whole body. Several windows pop up on an old-fashioned display screen, which shows the data is being analyzed.
I recognize that proto-curve. Monitoring ether cores used to be my job.
A guess pops into my mind. I look again at the dusty electronic device. Just as I thought, there's an inconspicuous mark on the corner. I saw it among the files Grandma left not too long ago.
The N109 zone is a mess right now. An outsider like you who's unfamiliar with the details can easily lose her life. Sticking with Sylus might not be a bad idea. Better to be with him compared to some other people.
Sylus is a heartless man. He may only want to alter me right now, but he's going to get me killed eventually. Exasperated, the shopkeeper shakes his head.
You're just not used to the darkness yet. There are predators lurking in these depths that you haven't seen.
Some people are even scarier than him.
You say Sylus is heartless, but sometimes those with hearts are even crueler than those without.
Yep, that's right. Like me. Like Xavier said, the N109 zone is very divided. Each faction only recognizes its own allies. Fighting alone is obviously not a good idea in a place like this. But if I really have to stay close to Sylus... The shopkeeper's concern seems to be genuine. After weighing my options, I nod and flash a reassuring smile. I understand what you mean. I'll give it some thought. Beep. The lines on the screen rise and fall, showing two intertwined curves.
Alright. There's nothing wrong with your evil. The energy of the ether core inside you is also stable. Have you figured out what you'll do next?
Get information. The ether core's other half is one of the items at the auction. Naturally, I don't assume I can get it by myself. The only advantage I have is having a part of an Isakor in my heart. Since I can resonate with the energy, I should be able to sense its location. The real problem is figuring out how to escape from the predators lurking in these depths after I obtain it. The N109 zone is currently a mess, and there are enemies no matter where I go. If I have to work with someone, the strongest person here would be the best option, or you could, I don't know, pull off a heist. Maybe I should actually make a deal with Sylus. Upon realizing this, my next step becomes clear. I get up and say goodbye to the shopkeeper, and when I spot that familiar mark, I look back at his dark, weary expression. Were you acquainted with my grandma? He just waves his hand, gesturing for me to leave.
Well, if all goes well for you and whatever happens, then I can say I've repaid Miss Josephine's kindness.
Up until now, I had always thought that Onokainis was hunting down researchers who worked on Isakors before. But that shopkeeper, who seems to have a strong connection to Grandma, is seeking Sylus's protection. Maybe there are other secrets. I think deeply about what the shopkeeper said, lost in thought, but when I go downstairs, the workshop is empty. I've been ghosted. The door's curtains, which were closed before, are now rolled up. And after I leave the workshop, Sylus's motorcycle is nowhere to be seen. Okay. Yep, he just ditched me. Sylus? The only response I get is a faint thud from the unlit alley next to the workshop. It's probably trash that fell onto the ground. Just when I was thinking about whether or not I should work with him, he disappeared on me. Oh, that plan has gone and failed. Ship has sailed. There are only piles of scrap in the empty streets. I look around, my heart pounding. Maybe after confirming he couldn't resonate with me, he finally lost his patience and interest. So be it. At least I can freely move around now.
Would you like to buy a flower, miss?
A clear voice resounds. I turn and see a little girl behind me. She appears to be 8 or 9 years old. No, thank you.
Would you like a gun, bullets, or a protocore then? I have them all.
Oh, interesting. I don't need those either. But it might be a good idea to chat with the locals and get information about the auction. I kneel down to be at eye level and tap her basket. You know where I can buy some intel, sweetie?
That's easy. Follow me.
2 sets of footsteps echo across the empty street. Meanwhile, the sound of flapping wings can be heard in the distance. I look up at the sky, but I see nothing except dark clouds that obscure moonlight. A crow perches on a streetlight that's been dilapidated for years. The red glow in its eyes flickers as it breezes. Wait, it's alive? A few blood-stained tufts of grey fur peek out from under its metal claws. It quietly observes the 2 girls, one tall and one short, as they head into another filthy street. It tilts its head and sinks for a moment. Then it quickly drops its dead prey and silently spreads its wings to follow them. Lying under the streetlight are 7 or 8 fat rats, all gutted. Mixed with their flesh and blood are broken pieces of monitoring equipment. Wait, like literal rats or like actual person